Very important to understand the financial side of this business. Now, you would be surprised the reasons I hear, other than the fear of rejection. The difference between buyer agent and seller listing agent is this. Understand the difference. The buyer agent, they come to you. The customer calls you on an ad. The customer calls you on a sign. The customer comes to your open house. The difference between buyer and seller, the buyer's agents, the customer finds you. You don't cold call for buyers. The difference between listers is listers, you have to go out and find the business. Buyer's agent, the business finds you. Listing agents, you have to find the business. Huge, significant difference. You see, here's what I also want to make sure you understand. You see, if I have confidence in myself, and that's why when I had hired agents, I said, I only will hire you if you are willing to let me teach you how to be a lister, because if you don't want to, go elsewhere. Because I also know this. I know that so long as I teach her how to list, I can be gone to another world, and she will always be able to take care of herself. Her business does not depend on me, the broker, the company, the sign. It also allows me this. When I sit across the table from this seller, and if this seller does not want to list it at a price that I want to accept, if he tries or she tries to negotiate the commission that I'm not willing to accept or whatnot, you see, here's what I know. I have the confidence in myself, I'm just using me as an example, that I know, give me a half an hour, give me a day, and I will get on the phones with some of the people I've been networking with on a while, and I'll get another listing appointment, and I won't get hers, but I'll get somebody else's. You know, I'm not worried about her. So I can go in there, the less, when you go in with no desperation, you're in control. When you go in desperation because you need a deal, you need the money, they're in control. And you know I'm right. It's negotiating anything. When you walk into some place and you want to negotiate something, if you can turn around and say, you know what, if I don't get it, it's okay. You'll get a good deal. Because you'll walk out the door and she'll say, you know what, I don't need it that badly. I'll find it somewhere else. Well, wait a minute. You see, you don't need it. When you need it, that's when you got a problem. You'll pay most for it. So you got to understand the financial know-how. You got to understand where you need to invest your time, your money, and so on. Very important to understand that. We talked about the benefits of product knowledge. We understand all that. Well, let me tell you, this is probably one of the hardest things. Self-motivation. Well, you know, not all of us are born self-starters. Not all of us have the ability to keep ourselves motivated. That's why I say to real estate agents, let me tell you, if you find a trainer, anything you can do that'll help you stay motivated, you need to make sure you do, because it is part of your daily responsibility to yourself is to keep yourself motivated. And it is one of the hardest things in this business. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, over the next little while are you going to be challenged with this right now. The motivation side. And I can tell you, so long as you keep doing, keep improving, keep learning, keep, working on things, so long as you keep working through this, you will have no problem. The problem is if you allow it to freeze you, if you allow the news out there to stop you, and if you bury your head in the sand and stay at home and stay in bed, then you got a problem. That's when this business the market is going to get the better of you. So how do you stay motivated?